Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about foundation and concealer by Makiage. And I have not opened this yet. I just got it last night, pretty late actually. FedEx was just cutting it close. But I wanted to try this for two reasons. One, it's supposed to be color match through their color match system online, and you just answer a couple of questions and they're supposed to send you your perfect match. So let's see if that's true. Second, this is supposed to be a full coverage foundation and concealer. I bought both of those. And from what they're saying, so you pay $5 for them to ship it to you, and in the 14-day period, if you love it, you keep it and you pay for the product. If you absolutely hate it or it's not your color, you can ship it back and you're not charged anything within the 14 days. So we're gonna try that out too. And then I'll let you know how that goes. I'll probably post that on my Instagram as an update on it. When you open up the box, it says how it works. And it says, try the products. These products are yours to try for 14 days starting on the day that they were delivered. So my delivery was yesterday. So today marks 13 days until I gotta bring it back or send it back. Love it or return it. If you love them, keep them. If you shockingly don't, visit elmakiage.com, return to download your return label, and send back any returns within 14 days of delivery. At the end of the trial, you'll only be charged for the products you keep, which means I'll be keeping none if I send them both back. And then it says if you have questions, we got you, customer service. So let's see what this card says in the inside. Over 75% of women get foundation wrong. I agree with that. You got a lot of girls running around out there thinking they're tan and they're not. Then it says blend out with a brush or sponge, not by hand. Typically, I don't use my hands to put on foundation anyway. If it's facial cream or if it's tinted moisturizer, maybe, but typically I'm gonna use a sponge or my Sigma brush, which I cleaned last night. I gotta clean my beauty blender though. So right now it's saying number 3, wait 5 minutes for the foundation to set before checking the shade. So that means to me that this foundation oxidizes, which you gotta be really careful for because most of the time it oxidizes into a darker shade. So we're gonna have to check those 5 minutes. It says don't match to your neck or wrist. They are different tone than your face. I can agree with that. Finish your face with concealer, blush, and bronzer. I typically do that anyway. Wear for a full week to determine if it's perfect for you. They only telling you to do that so that you get caught up in it and you don't send it back. But anyway, I have no makeup on my face. None, not a drop. We're gonna get started. So I'm going to start with my Emberlise from France moisturizer on my face. My husband actually told me something really funny the other day. He said, if you can get on camera with no makeup on for millions of people to see you, why is it that you have to wear makeup to go to the grocery store? Because you know that's all where we're going right now is the grocery store. Especially during this quarantine time. All right, now that my moisturizer is on, I'm gonna let that set for a second. And I wanna talk to you about, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Help me grow. And let's go ahead and wash the beauty blender. All right, now that my beauty blender is washed, I'm having to take out all the moisture, excess moisture out. Okay. Let's see what the packages look like. It says Flawless Face Foundation, and it's in a little box. And it's magnetic. All right, so you got the El Makiage, and it still has, it says Woke Up Like This, Flawless Base Foundation. And I am in the shade 75, 075. It says this is made in Italy. Well, that's cool. It already feels like, ooh, posh. Okay, so let's open this baby up. And I also got the concealer. I was actually looking into the concealer before I looked into the foundation. And I was like, I guess I'll get the foundation as well. So here's the El Makiage concealer. And this shade that they put me at was 3.5, in case you're wondering. So I'm 3.5 in the concealer. And look, it has a little window of the shade. That's so cute. And the foundation, I told you, 075. Okay. I'm probably going to do the concealer before the foundation, just because that's how I do it anyway. So let's see how the concealer looks. Okay, the applicator's not too bad. And the shade, it appears to be correct. So let's see. I'm just going to, I don't like this little thing or this. I have no idea if this is going to dry fast or not. But let's start with that. And for concealer, I like to use my beauty blender, just because I feel like it works the product in better, especially under my eyes. I mean, it looks like your typical concealer to me. It don't look like, it looks like a filter or anything. Like, it's so pigmented. I mean, can you tell the difference from now until before I put this on? I can't say that I do. I guess I could go in, let me see. You like to get around your nose just for hormonal issues. You might tend to be a little red there. Let's see if it concealed it. I'd say it concealed it pretty well. And I like to get up here because I'm pretty veiny up here. So I like to get up there. And I would say that this shade is pretty much correct. All right. I don't know about you, but the concealer, it doesn't seem to be concealing the things that I want concealed very, very well, but we'll just keep going. So I wouldn't say the concealer is that great. I have a little bit of redness here. I have a little bitty spot there, and these are blood vessels that popped in my face that I don't like. But you can still see them. And I have this blemish right here on my neck. Okay. So I would have to say that's it for the concealer. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's pretty much done. Then we're gonna start with the 075. I'm gonna pump it onto my hand just in case. Let's see, in a year now. Wow, that's a pretty large pump. I forgot to shake it. It does say you're supposed to shake it. Well, that one pump is a waste because I'm not using it if I didn't shake it well. All right, let's see if I can get, no, I need a napkin. I'll use a cotton ball. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Okay. Now let's try that. We're gonna do one pump first and see how that goes. You wanna look at my face right quick? All right, here we go. Well, that's a lot. Let's smear this around. I'm wondering if using a beauty blender would have made it look, or would have been easier for application. All right, now for my forehead. All right. I'm probably gonna bring y'all outside with me in case this view is not that great. I just have a little bit left, and since my chin always is the first spot for my makeup to dissolve, I'm gonna add a little bit more there. So I'm also gonna be doing a wear test on this because I will be in a wedding in January 2021, and I'm kind of curious to see if this is the makeup that I'll need, since it is a full coverage foundation. I would like to see if maybe this is the foundation that I'm gonna be using for the wedding. So if this is wedding foundation material, I'll let you know. The wear test, okay, so it is currently 9 o'clock. So tonight, before I take it off, I'll be doing a wear test little review. I'll be videoing myself. Let's see how that works out. All right, so far, I mean, it looks like medium coverage to me. That was one pump though. I guess I could go over it with a second pump and use a beauty blender. Let's see how that works. Because looking in the mirror right now, it doesn't appear that it is covering like super coverage. And I tend to be really pink, as you saw before me putting any makeup on. I'm pretty red. I have rosacea. And so I like to use pretty pigmented foundations so that I can kind of combat that. I'm the kind of person where if I have makeup on, I want you to know that I have makeup on. I don't want it to look like I barely have anything on. Have you ever taken a picture and you look back and you're like, it don't even look like I have makeup on? I hate it. I hate when that happens. I'm like, I freaking packed makeup all over my face. How is it possible that it looks like I have nothing on? That happens to me all the time. I mean, I don't want to look like cake face, but damn, I want to look like I have something on. All right, so I didn't really quite use the whole second pump, but damn, it's pretty pigmented now. Like it's on there pretty thick. And I mean, I'm gonna have to go outside to show y'all because this is like really, let me see if I can go by the mirror. I mean, by the window. Is that a different look? Can you see it better? I don't really know if this is quite my shade. It kind of looks like, remember how they said to wait 5 minutes for it to oxidize? It kind of looked like it's turning a little bit more brown than I thought. Okay, this foundation might be a little bit too dark for me. And I filled out the questionnaire pretty good. I mean, I got the right shade concealer, that's for sure. But this one might be a little bit too dark. All right. I'm not gonna set this. What I'll do is I'll just go in with the rest of my makeup, which I would typically go in next with a bronzer, but my face is looking pretty dark. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm gonna look like I lived on the damn sun. All right, so I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and my Sigma brush. My bronzer, Sigma brush for the bronzer. And typically I'll run the bronzer along my jawline because it helps thin out my neck. Okay. So now my bronzer is done. Now I'll be going in with my blush. And I'm going to be using my Rare Beauty Happy. It's freaking hot pink. I usually just take all the excess off and I'll dot just 3 dots. And that should be plenty. All right, now that my blush is done, I want to go in with a little bit of the Charlotte, the palette that I use, the highlighter. Okay, so now my highlight's on, and I typically just put a little bit on my nose, on the tip, and I put some on my brow bone right here. And now you're about to see what mascara really does for my eyes. I have small eyes. I forgot. I'm gonna do the eyeliner on top. It's been working out for me. All right, that one's done. And to save Q-tips, I just usually pick off the end that has all the makeup on. I lick my fingers and redo it. So that when I go over here, it's like I'm using a fresh Q-tip all over again. All right. And now my eyeliner is done. All right, so now I'm going in with my mascara. And this is the new mascara that I just got the other day from Thrive Cosmetics. Look at that. Look at how different that looks. Great. Let me get this. Where's my beauty blender? Okay. I think I fixed it. Now for my under eye. Now my mascara is done. Going in with my eyeliner. Oh, I'll start on this eye first. All right. Okay, if you didn't know, this mascara has fibers. So I had to like pick one off because it was stuck and reapply. Okay. There is my almost full glam. Next, I'm going to be going in, yes, eyebrows. I need to talk to you girls about eyebrows. I don't know what the heck girls are thinking nowadays by just doing the marks a lot look. I'm sorry, but if it looks like you drew on your eyebrows and now you looking all kinds of angry, you're doing your eyebrows wrong. That is not how eyebrows are supposed to be done. That doesn't look anything like a hair follicle to me and to anyone else on this earth. So those girls need to stop doing that. I'm about to show you how to do a natural eyebrow because evidently most of you girls don't know. Most girls just take an eyeliner pencil and draw out a square and just line it out. I'm sorry, but that doesn't look nowhere near close to natural at all. So I normally take the Tattoo Studio, which I've opened, and this is by Maybelline, I think. I think it's by Maybelline, okay? And I'll get the little, the product that's on the wand itself, just so that it's a little bit, hence a little bit. You can always add more. Don't add too much. And I'll run this across my eyebrow. Now I do have 90s eyebrows. They're pretty thin, but they could be thinner, so I'm thankful for what I do have. So first I do that. Then let's do the other eyebrow because this needs to dry. It's a little wet. And then take more from that side. And my eyebrows are blonde, but they're still noticeable, but I like them to be a little bit more noticeable. So I do use a blonde color by Tattoo Studio. And once I've done that, now this process is done. No more of this. But what I will do is I will take my Anastasia pod that is used for eyebrows. I'm almost out. And it's a powder. So I'll just take the powder and I'll just lightly tap it on my eyebrows just to give it a little bit more of a dry look. I don't want them looking slicked down. And then after I'm done with the powder, I'll take my spoolie. I just have a plain spoolie that doesn't have anything on it. And I will brush my eyebrows so that you can see hairs and then not look like it's gelled down. And so now you got a framed face. The eyebrows just do so much to frame your face. You have no idea until you actually start doing it and you realize how important it is. All right, last step is lips. I do have the NYX Butter Gloss in color Creme Brulee, in case you're wondering. But I typically only use the Sugar Rose by Fresh. And I'll just normally do a little bit of this. It's like almost like a glorified chapstick. And I'll normally just do that throughout the day. But since we're going all out glam, I'll put the NYX on top of it. And that's kind of a lot. See? All right, so what do you think? I think we need to go outside for a quick sec so that you could see it in natural light. Oh, and I did want to mention that I am not an eyeshadow kind of girl. I just don't get along with eyeshadow. I can't do the 3-step, the 3-shade thing, so I just don't do it at all. I typically just highlight my brow bone and call it a day. All right, so let's do a full peek. It's only been about an hour and you can see how really oily my face is. It's super shiny. Okay, I'm filming this. It is 1 o'clock. I cannot take this makeup on my skin anymore. It's so blotchy. Most of it is cracking and settling into my fine lines and the few wrinkles I have around my eyes. It's actually, I don't think it's my color at all. It looks a little darker than my skin. I came outside so that you would be able to see firsthand how it looks. And I just don't think that it looks like $44 worth. So I'm gonna take it off. I typically use the makeup remover pads before I use my other solution to take off my makeup. I can't even think right now because I can't believe how this makeup has made my skin look. I mean, it came off here. There's some missing here. It's so oily. I forgot to mention that a second ago. It's so oily. I just do not recommend this makeup. I can't even leave it on my skin long enough to do a wear test because it feels disgusting on my face. And it could possibly be that it's because I used a whole nother pump. And I mean, it could be that, but the fact that it just started oiling up like that, like crazy. And I know I have oily skin, but the other products, I've been using Fenty Beauty and her foundation for a while now. And I do not have to blot, and I do not have to reapply that makeup, and I do not have to apply a finishing powder for that not to get oily on my skin. So just a heads up on this foundation and concealer. It will settle into your fine lines and wrinkles if you have any, and any kind of crevice like here, it will settle and it will definitely get oily. This was a waste. Well, it wasn't a waste because I get to send it back, and let's see how that goes. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning into my channel, and I hope that this was an informative, educational video for you. And so let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.